Are you confused about how you can go about making your very first script? Time out. I wanted to point out that there are chapters to this video. It turned into a master course. The first section is for those of you who want to show their face on camera. The second section is for those of you who want to create faceless channels, and I dive into some new AI things that I just learned today with you. At the very end of this video, we talk about the perfect structure to make your script and your video engaging. All right, back to the program. Well, I have good news. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go through this step by step. You have your niche chosen. Let's assume you do. If you don't, I'll show you where you can figure that out using some tools here on this channel. But that's not the point of this video. Let's assume you already know your niche, who you're talking to, and then you just need help figuring out what the top 5 specific questions you're going to answer within that niche. For instance, in this niche here for creating your very first YouTube channel, many people don't know what to do on their first video. So the problem I'm solving for you today is, how do I figure out what to make for my first video? And on this channel, I solve problems for new YouTubers and actors. I'm Dawnnie Mercado. I'm a SAG-AFTRA actor, been in the business for over 30 years. But you know what? I don't think actors are using their superpowers properly on YouTube. I'm here to change that. Let's go. That's what we're going to dive into. I'm not going to leave it there. The bonus will be, how can you potentially script it, film it, and edit it, start to finish? You want to know the good news? Is that this will be repeatable. You can repeat this for the other 4 videos. And if you batch record, you script them, you batch record whatever you're saying to the camera, then the rest of the week can be all about editing. All right, let's go. Let me show you some tools that I'm going to use today. Hi, due to technical difficulties, I'm not recording in cinematic mode right now, but to get the best quality for your YouTube videos, hot tip, use horizontal mode in cinematic mode from your iPhone. Okay, most of this video was shot using the CapCut feature where I'm screen sharing because I needed to screen share. But just pretend that you have shot it all in horizontal mode, and then you can use all of the other tools I'm about to share. All right, I'll see you inside. This is my CapCut. You can see I'm in here quite often. I'm recording on my screen right now within the actual CapCut app. So what you do is you go to record screen on the desktop app. And right now it's capturing my screen and it's capturing me in my Lyra camera. If you need a good camera to look crisp in your screen share videos, then I'll link it for you so you can get one. So let's go to our friend ChatGPT and we're going to figure out our script. Okay, we're here on the Creator Tips channel, and we are going to take our description, which is right here. I'm going to take my description and I'm going to go into ChatGPT and ask it for some video ideas. Okay, so you would translate this to what your channel is about. Please give me 5 video ideas based on what people are searching for today for this niche. Here is my channel description to help with this. This is for my Creator Tips with Dawnnie channel. I always say that because I have many channels that I talk to my ChatGPT about, and I want to make sure it knows which one we're working on. While that's thinking, I'm going to take this question and I'm going to give the same exact question to vidIQ. Okay, I just read you the question, so it doesn't matter that my vidIQ is not paid for the Creator Tips channel because I'm telling it the description. I'm telling it which channel to write for so that it doesn't automatically write for my other channel, which is linked to my vidIQ. Ready? And I'm going to pay the 25 credits because you get a better answer that way. So while that thinks, let's go see what ChatGPT had to say. These are the kinds of searches that are exploding right now for small creators, beginner YouTubers, actor creators, and starting over channels, especially with the rise of AI tools, faceless channels, shorts monetization, and authenticity-based vlogging. And your advantage is huge because you're not teaching from theory, you're teaching from, I'm literally doing this right now. That's rare. That's very true. I'm literally doing this right now. For this portion, we've headed to Zoom because I'm going to show you how to edit what we just created in CapCut. So I can't record in CapCut at the same time. So let's share my screen and go over to CapCut. Okay, now we're on Zoom. And although this wasn't the point of this video, now you're going to see the difference between when I was on the Hollyland camera and now when I'm recording on Zoom. So if you're interested in that camera, I'll link it in the description. So let me share my screen. Okay, this is the CapCut desktop app. Right here, you'll see that this is named Do Not Remove Editing Template. So what you would do is make a copy of it. Okay, so now I have a copy and I'm going to rename that. I just renamed it Example of Template for Class in case I make some changes because it saves automatically. So I would be in big trouble if for some reason I made a change that I didn't mean to make and then I had closed it. So let's open this. Just know that you have to leave your assets exactly where they were, or else if you open up that project in CapCut, it's not going to be able to find your stuff. So I had to find the file. I apparently moved an entire folder. I copied it and I put it back to where CapCut was used to finding it. Okay, but I'm glad that happened because I need to tell you, don't move your stuff if you're not done with it. All right, so this is my template now. So what I can do if I want to edit in this style, let's go. I'm going to skip to the transitions and the special effects. So this is the beginning. If you're wondering how to start an acting career at any age or later in life, this is for you. Hi, I'm Dawnnie Mercado. Welcome to my actor vlog. Okay, so in the first, how many seconds are we in? 14 seconds. You have heard a portion of Mischief Maker. You heard the little magic sound come on, magic reveal. And there were words at the top, actor kickoff. See this right here? That is a special effect that I like to use. All right. And I took screenshots of where all these things lived in CapCut for my future editor. But if you are the person who's going to edit again and again, what you'll want to do is star them. So if I go to text and I go to text templates, they're here. And this is the one. It's starred, see? And there is a way you hit something over here, yours. It'll show you the ones you use a lot. Text templates. These are all the ones I've starred. So it's easier to find. There it is, right? So that's how you mark it as one of your favorites. And you also are about to hear the typing sound, I think. Okay, so what I did is I made this transition of the crumpled paper in Canva and I uploaded it here, and I will always, when you see this transition, have the typing sound and this particular typing look alongside it. So that's on my formula sheet for my future editor, and that's how I do that. So I'm not going to go along each one. I'll show you at the very end what this looked like. It'll be linked. It's actually my, let me stop sharing. It's actually my promo for my new vlog channel. So the point is, if you create a timeline in whatever your editing software is, and then make a copy of that, the next time I come in to edit even this video maybe, or another one for the Creator Tips channel that I just recorded today, I can go and I can just take out the video section and put the new one in, and I'll have to just move over all my little gadgets. But it is so much easier than starting from scratch. Or if you want to start from scratch, at least you have them all saved as favorites and you have your favorite music in a folder listed as music. Or when you get to where you're like, I'm about to get, and you're like, oh, I need somebody to edit this so that I could just talk to the camera, record. I've recorded 3 videos today. If only I had an editor, I'd be ready to send these to my editor. I don't yet. Are you ready to start editing yet? You know who you are. Well, if I'm going to build that from scratch every time, that's going to really increase my editing time. But I already have that sitting here. So I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to go and edit my video, and I'll come back to show you the beginning of it. And actually I'm going to show you the finished product, which I'll link to the end of this because this video is for you. All right, so what did you learn today? I'll tell you on the other more clear version of me by sharing my screen because I'm recording in Zoom right now. Okay, I'm back, and this is also a good example of what you look like on Zoom using the Hollyland Lyra camera versus what you look like when you're screen recording on CapCut, which is how you're seeing me right now. This is clearer, and I'll link all of the tools that I use down below. There's an Amazon link that leads you to all this, my store. It is an affiliate link, so if you end up buying any of these things, I might get paid by Amazon. Truth be told, I've never been paid by Amazon yet, but I keep sharing my affiliate links. So before I head in and edit this together, I want to point out that right now I am being captured in two places. That my screen is being captured, but I'm not going to cut to my screen right now. My face to camera section with my audio is being captured separately, which is really great because then I can choose to make myself large and take up the full screen like I'm probably doing this whole time in the ending, or I can layer in bits of the screen share like I was doing earlier. Unlike when you record in Zoom, you're all pixelated and you're only small. It's recording in two separate files, so it's as big as you want. So thank you for tuning in today. Remember, I'm Dawnnie Mercado. I'm an actor like you, and I'm just here to thrive on YouTube. If you're in class with me right now, use as much of this as is useful. Don't use any of it if you don't want to. Okay, watch one of the videos that pop up next because one of them is going to teach you how to load vidIQ and what I do with it, which is what we used at the very beginning of this video to flesh out our ideas in the first place. I also have an affiliate link for that. It'll be in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to the bonus section. Okay, so here I was editing this section for you. It's a bonus section on AI footage if you want to have a faceless channel. And I created this little voiceover, and I want to show you how I created this person because I just discovered that right now. Over here, I normally import from the library if I want to get footage directly from CapCut, but there's this new button here, AI Media. I hadn't tried it before. So I'm going to say, create a scene of a robot based on me working on her computer. And you can put an image to base it on. So let's get a picture. Let's see what it does with this one. This is an AI generated picture of my dog and I as superheroes. And generate. I created an additional robot, but I wasn't recording, so I'll show you that in a second. Look how cute this is. I love it. So I don't just want the first picture, I want all of them. So once they're finished, before I go away from this screen, I'm going to drag all 4 of them in. This is brand new, my friends. I just learned how to do this right now. Okay, so I'm going to drag each of these into the timeline. Here was the original one that it created. I put a different photo in there. So that's an option. I like those people, but I like this one so much better. So let's keep 2 of those and then put the others that I like better. I do like that it didn't change my dog. Actually, I can just make them all smaller by dragging them. Since they're photos and not videos, you can change the size of them. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all of them, actually. Yay! All right, let's play this section. Welcome to the bonus section. So earlier I was recording myself and editing myself, but what if you want to be a faceless channel? This is how you can get that footage, and everything else I've done up to now would remain the same. But when you import your footage, you would be importing your faceless footage. Here we go. Amazing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go see if the judge we created who is speaking for us is ready. So what if you wanted to be a faceless channel? Right now you can see that I'm on the CapCut Online, and you have so many options here to do this. You can edit, you can design, you can do text to speech, view all. Let's see. Right here you can create a whole video, easily create scripts, voiceovers, and media. Let's try this. Create with AI. So you can choose the type of style you want to work on. You can also, right here, say that I want it to pull images or videos. So let's say that we want video, and we want this to be in 16:9. And I always select the highest resolution that I'm allowed. So in this case, it's giving me 720. I don't want only 5 seconds. I want a full video. So I'm going to say 30 seconds just for the sake of this example. And let's choose a style, realistic film or cartoon. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and select realistic film. And the voice that I really like this voice. I think that she has a similar cadence to mine. You can listen to all of these, but I'm just going to go ahead and select her. And I can see right here that it's got Camilla selected. So I'm pretending I don't have a script, okay? So this script, I'm telling it exactly what we're really doing. Please create a beginning tutorial on how to create video using AI in CapCut and how to edit in CapCut and trade out any B-roll as needed. So here's what happens when you move forward. First, it shows you the brief to make sure it understood you correctly. Here's the theme, the purpose, my audience, and all of these other things. I always remove the music anyway because I like to use music directly from YouTube or from Kevin MacLeod. If you don't know how to find him, ask me in the comments and I'll let you know. So you can choose no music, I think. It's not doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it before I export, okay? I'll show you how to do that. So here's the outline it's going to follow. Let's generate that. It's going to cost me 40 credits. I have a pro plan. This is how many credits I have right now. So this is what it's created for us. Unlock CapCut's AI video creation. I can see the pictures that it is pulled in. You can export right here after playing it.
Unlock CapCut's AI video creation.
See how it says AI? So that's a problem, and that's why I usually put my own voice to things. Let's go to edit more. The problem with AI generated voices is sometimes they don't pronounce things properly.
Unlock CapCut's AI video creation. Make professional videos effortlessly, even as a beginner. It's truly amazing.
What I would do if I were you, and this will help you not be one of those people who just uses whatever AI gives you without adding your own personal touch. So if you don't want to replace it with your voice, I would just cut out the first line because it seems to be pronouncing everything else correctly. So we've brought this into a timeline by selecting Edit More. Notice that it has this little AI disclosure on the corner of every single frame. If you don't like that, what you can do is stretch it so that it's out of frame. You do still have to click AI generated when you upload it on the back end of your YouTube channel, but at least it doesn't have to be displayed on every frame. So this is how you could trade out your voice. You see here, I already have the person who's speaking muted, and I've already uploaded the music that I wanted instead of the music it gave me. So now I'm going to record my voice. Right here is how you do it. Unlock CapCut's AI video creation. Make professional videos effortlessly. Even as a beginner, it's truly amazing. Okay, so you would have done the entire thing, and you see how it's acting as a teleprompter for you because your words are already there, because it gave them to you with the voiceover. I'm just choosing not to use the voiceover. You could leave it there if you want to. I want to show you Pexels. I already downloaded this picture onto my desktop, and I have a reason to use it right now. Let's go back to our project. So I want to replace this clip because it's just gibberish. That's the problem with using AI generated footage. You have to really look at it and say, does this make sense? So I'm going to click on this button here. I right clicked from my mouse and now I'm clicking replace. Now I'm going to upload some B-roll that I got off of Pexels. There. And it automatically selects only the amount that will match what you're replacing and click done. So that's one way that you can replace things. You can also select video footage from directly within CapCut. Let's say that I find too many computers here, it's all too repetitive for me. I can go here to Media, Elements, and here are media elements that I can use for free. So let's say typing, actually let's just say I want this timeline. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to put it where this was. Drag it there. Okay, and then I have to make sure that I've gotten rid of the other one. So I've just replaced that. Okay, so those are 3 ways where you can get B-roll. You can get it directly from CapCut, you can upload it from Pexels, or here we are using what was AI generated from CapCut itself. One last thing I want to show you is that you can also turn yourself into a cartoon, which I use Dreamface for that sometimes. So what I've done is I have uploaded a character based on myself. I've asked it to be turned into a cartoon. She should be taking a photo of herself and saying hello to the camera. And then it created it and I downloaded it to my computer already. So let's upload her into the timeline. You can play around with Dreamface. I only use it for a little bit, so I can't really tell you everything this is capable of, but it does have a desktop app and a phone app. So let's pull Cartoon Dawnnie into this timeline. We're going to go to Media, Upload File. Here's Cartoon Dawnnie, and let's say we want her in the timeline.
Hello to the camera.
Can we play this? Nothing's playing for me properly, but I just want to show you the editing. So, I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm going to close out this project that we have so far and go back to my normal desktop. All right, I want to show you one more thing that we can do with CapCut Online. What if you have an actual script and you just want the video built around it in CapCut? Let's go get a script from ChatGPT. So I've written, please create an outline of the perfect video script for me per the guidelines of Sean Cannell and Video Ranking Academy. If you want to learn more about the Video Ranking Academy, I have an affiliate link in the description. But he wrote YouTube Secrets, and so we're going to get that as our data. How do you structure your video? So the goal is hook the click, create curiosity, deliver fast value, keep retention high, increase watch time, create binge behavior, and lead naturally into the next video. This is the perfect structure. CapCut does have an option where we could take this script and put it in there and have it create a B-roll video, but instead we're going to take it into HeyGen and have one character speak the whole thing. This lawyer. Earlier, I had ChatGPT create this fictitious lawyer for me, and that's who we're going to use. Make an avatar video from a photo. Let's try this one. Perfect. Okay, script to video. We can paste our script right here. It's 5,082 out of 5,000. So let's cut some of this down. We're going to stop here at bonus because I feel like it's talking too much about Sean's proprietary information. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to upload a photo that we want it to base this on. Here's our judge. I already downloaded her earlier. Okay, so remember, we're in HeyGen. And do we get to pick the voice? Where do we pick the voice? Here we go. Something was hiding. So let's pick the voice. And we're selecting 1080p. My voices, you can upload your own voice and clone your voice in here. I don't have one in here right now, so let's choose from the HeyGen library, but it'll come out better if you take the time to clone your own voice or design a voice. But let's use the HeyGen library. Let's see about Cassidy.
Hi, I'm excited you're here. This is your voice clone preview. Take a quick listen. A great voice clone should sound clear, energetic.
All right, we're going to go ahead and use her. So let's click on Cassidy. Okay, so it's going to use Cassidy, it's going to create it in 1080p, and it's going to use this exact script, and it's going to make this lady say it for us. Here we go. I will say that one thing I find frustrating is that I could tell it was working on it, but then I never know when it's done. So just to be safe, I leave this open, and then I open it again, and I can find it in projects, or I get an email when it's finished. See, so this would really scare me right now because it's disappeared. But over here, I can see that it's being loaded to recent. That means it's finished.
The perfect YouTube video script outline. Search plus retention plus authority plus watch time. This structure is especially strong for educational, vlog, creator tip, coaching, acting, and teach while storytelling videos.
We covered so much today that I am hesitant to recap because it's going to be out of order, but here we go. You now have no reason to feel stuck because you can take your actual description from your channel, give it to either vidIQ AI Coach or give it to ChatGPT and say, hey, I feel stuck. Tell me what is being searched for in my niche right now and what videos I should be making. Don't make the mistake I made for years. Don't make videos that people are not searching for. You need to show up and search. But then what do? How do you record that? You can record it horizontally on your phone, your iPhone. Remember, cinematic mode is going to give you the best quality. Second best would be recording it as a screen capture using the Hollyland Lyra camera. I have the link in the description, or even Zoom in a pinch if you're going to screen share. The other two are the ways to do it for face to camera. So what do you do about B-roll? We got some B-roll directly within CapCut. We got AI, which I didn't know it could do this, created some B-roll characters for us right there in CapCut. We also can take the B-roll directly in CapCut, or we can get it from Pexels. We did all those things. What if you're not face to camera? We can take our script and give it to CapCut and have it create a whole B-roll video. We can layer our own voice in, or we can keep the voice they give us. And the bonus, you now know that you can turn yourself into a cartoon using Dreamface, or HeyGen created a lawyer for us who said this entire script for us. And remember, we got that photo from ChatGPT in the first place. Oh, so many tools. Tell me in the comments which one of these tools you're going to try or what your favorite thing you learned today was. And if you are in the Monday night class, I can't wait to see what you create. Right about now, some videos are popping up around my head. There is a CapCut tutorial. There's a video that teaches you how to load the vidIQ AI Coach to your Chrome browser. And stay tuned because I'm going to cover what I think is the major mistake we as actors keep making on YouTube. Everybody else seems to have figured this out. I don't think we're using our superpower. That's a spoiler alert. Hit the notification bell for that one. I'm Dawnnie Mercado. I'll see you in the next one.